for most of you, and certainly for us up here, it's really easy to put our heads down, especially during midterms, and easily forget that there's an outside world. But every once in a while, events in that outside world make us look at them anew. And in my opinion, one of the things that education should aim for is to have an effect on the world in which we live. Because we can learn all about periodic tables and the history of whatever time, but if it isn't changing the world in which we live, the value to me is questionable. And so we need to take opportunities to reflect upon the world and make an honest attempt at understanding it. The issues that we're addressing, I think, are not just political ones, are not just rhetorical ones. They're actual questions that should make us take a hard look at ourselves and our society. One of the first communiques of the group Occupy Wall Street to come out said clearly, we're fighting a war for the soul of a nation. And I don't personally like the analogy of war, but I think the other part of it, the questions that these are about the soul of our nation, is, I think, actually insightful.
There's a notion that there's so few with so much privilege, economic privilege in particular, and so many of us, that the tired cliche of the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer is absolutely playing itself out.
A protest is actually not a weapon of the weak. It is. We sometimes think of protest as this, as the poor or the masses resorting to protest as a result of an unresponsive elite government, but the people that are most likely to protest in the United States, in Greece, around the world, are the educated, the affluent, the people that have the cognitive skills and the resources to devote themselves to a cause that involves a lot of cost. And so we ought to keep that in mind when we're looking at who we're seeing here.